Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Cyclones will put total leather to crank us up. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's Pitts. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of the stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
So I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Daniels. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The inside handoff. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Iowa State, 3. Wake Forest, 0.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fair catch called for and made. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Pitts. He looks that one in nicely. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, Iowa State, 3.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, it just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Wake Forest 7, Iowa State 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack looking for a deep man. And it's caught inside the 15. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Dances away from the heat. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Pitts. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets open down the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up. Defense looks like they're coming. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's running in the open. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cyclones. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time. They're up 14 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
They'll try the right side. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got it in the middle. It's Morton. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll try the run. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Back to pass, it's Pitts. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Demon Deacs.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Iowa State sending the offense back out. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. They give it to him again. brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Looking for space. It's Griffin.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Iowa State. Reeled it in and just made the house call. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 17, set to kick it off.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Pitts. Get it out on the screen. Sweet cut there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Morton. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. Trying to bully their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up. He finds his man, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Wake Forest.
The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. Pushes ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll immediately call timeout.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fair catch, called for and made. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the left. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. Got his man. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Demon Deacons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure.
Got a lot of running room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And what a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's got his man. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Cyclones are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they can't make the connection.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and they got stuffed on 1st and goal, and they said, let's go to Old Faithful. Like, let's get the quarterback under center, run quarterback sneak, make this defense stop me. It's such a hard play to stop, and the offense gets the touchdown.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. They'll go to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Pitts. They're trying to get to him. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Extending the play. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
To the ground with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wake!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Toledo is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout those Rockets fans will remember for some time. They're up by 18 over Ohio. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Makes the catch and he's brought down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Feeling some heat. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. And the Cyclones want to move quickly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. 23.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Let's go.
Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going with an offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air, using the quick game. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will. That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Of 2. Second down coming up.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And the 39-yard line. Brings up first down.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. Buying some time. He fires it out to the right. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got his man. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Iowa State.
Second down coming up. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Handoff from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Griffin. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Quick release by the QB. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. On the ground. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. It's caught. The 2-point try is good, and now it's a 3-point game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense returns to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. They go to the ground. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Pitts. They're working that left side. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He lets it fly. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Western Kentucky is going to walk off the field there in Bowling Green with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. snap from the gun on third down. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Cyclones! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45 on his way. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.